everything just kind of like shut off. I gave up. Like I was like, no, there's no point to anything. Like I'm done, if that makes sense. I'm just done.
Caitlyn Palmieri is putting her life back together after learning her ex-fiancé wasn't who she thought he was.
So we met on a dating app. I was living in Astoria in Queens and he was living in Manhattan. He proposed December 2019. So much fun, like just so charismatic, funny. The thing that I would say I loved most about him was just he made everyone feel super comfortable. He had this like very loud, like funny laugh. I was super attracted to that confidence and sense of humor.
The pair set their wedding date.
The night before was our rehearsal dinner. It was just like such a great night. It was just, a very happy occasion. Everyone was like really great state of mind. I was very grateful to have that memory.
Ooh, mama!
August 22nd, 2020 came.
We weren't staying in the same room the night before the wedding. And I woke up to the hotel phone ringing. And it was my mom. But I just was kind of like, what time is it? Like, where's with my hair appointment? Like, am I late? And I just remember her saying, like, you have to come down to the lobby. Something was up, did not sound right. I was just like, why? And she was like, please come down to the lobby. And I was like, what is going on? She's like, you just need to come down. And I was like, absolutely not until you tell me what's going on. I just knew something was wrong. I know my mom well enough. And then I just said, I'm not doing anything until you tell me what's going on. And she said, Eric died in the middle of the night. And I literally can explain it as like floating outside my body. Like I watch it like a movie. And I tell my friend, they can't process it. I think I'm like on the ground. And like the next few things are just kind of snapshots. And my parents and my sister and my best friend who, obviously in the wedding party, they're at my door. And I'm just looking at my sister, kind of like, explain it to me, I just like broke down. And the next few days continue in quite a blur. I have certain memories that stand out to me. But yeah, that was the morning of the wedding.
Eric died of a heart attack. He was 33 years old. Leading up,
he actually wasn't feeling great. He was complaining of some, like, he always had heartburn. They gave him like a steroid like a few days before the wedding, like just to kind of like, because he was just saying he was in a lot of pain and I'm getting married and want to be able to enjoy it. Like it was really uncomfortable. He was a healthy 33 young man with no medical history.
Caitlyn's grieving began.
I gave up. Like I was like, there's no point to anything. Like I'm done. It took all of the wind out of me. I could barely be on my feet for a very long. I mean, it was like I had no control over my physical being. I was sick, obviously, so sick to my stomach. I couldn't, if I wasn't crying, I was sleeping or I was in some kind of like shock of some sort. Sometimes I would just have to like get up and walk to do something with my body, but it was like a shell of myself. Like I was so deflated. I was so deflated.
Family helped Caitlyn navigate her new reality.
It's not like I was sitting there being like, okay, I want to kill myself, but I couldn't think past that. I didn't see a way past it. And so I didn't know how to describe it, but like, it felt impossible. I realized like, I have to tell somebody what's going on inside my head. My mom's with me and I said like, I'm so sorry, but like, you have to help me like end it. Cause I can't do this. Like, I promise you, there's just no way I can do this. And she said, the best thing ever. And she said, okay, we'll figure that out tomorrow. And it was all I needed to hear. I think I just needed that validation that like I was heard, that that it was an option, kind of like, because I had no options at that point. So it was just like a little bit of a sense of control back that I had felt like I had completely lost. I had a conversation with my sister and I'm like, you're going to have to tell me what I'm doing here, because, you know, it was like every hour I'd have a rush of like, no, this didn't really happen. This didn't really happen. What was really cool about my family and friends, they were so real with me. They found it normal that I couldn't get out of bed in the morning. You know, they found it, you know, I wasn't left alone for more, you know, than a few minutes at a time for weeks following. They just rotated, but just allowed me to be in it. But it was like I was a raw nerve.
Social media helped her connect with others grieving. It's such an
Incredible community, you know, of people who go through horrific things and like survive them and are honest about it. And the second that I heard, I was like, it was a relief. Like I needed that. That's how I started getting through, really diving into it.
But it also led her to a shocking revelation.
November 2020 was his birthday. I'm like, oh, I want to go on Instagram. I want to post something about his birthday. And the first thing I see is like a post, and it was a picture of a conversation of two people. And one was like one person saying happy birthday to, and it was his last name. And then the response was like hearts. Just something is not computing, because I'm like, is that a coincidence? This is happening really quickly in my brain. And the dedication is about spending his last birthday together, and how it was this great night. And I'm like, just so confused. So I reach out to her and I'm like, I'm just confused. Like, did you know Eric? Like, what was your relationship with him? And then she told me.
Her fiancé was having an affair throughout their relationship. My body went numb. My body
Definitely went numb. My everything was like on fire. And I just was like, just send me everything you have, if you have any like proof. He traveled for work, and that's how he met her. He had set up an account, a dating app, where he traveled for work, met her there, and he was there every week. She sent me some messages that she had on like an Apple Watch pictures of, that he had just been like, when am I going to see you again? You know, it was just like sending her messages that were inappropriate, but like recapping events. And so it was very clear that he had physically cheated on me. That was proof. Not that I didn't believe her, I did, but I don't know, right away I just knew it was true. I met an angry side of me that I had never met before. So, you know, I'm not totally proud of all the ways that I responded. I'm sure there are much stronger people out there that would have handled this with much more grace, but I am not one of those people. I'm broken. You know, I'm broken. I'm done. So it turned into rage, and I was waiting for it. I was waiting for like the sadness to come back, but it was this. It went from anger, like the depression started seeping in the next couple days, and that comes with a lot of shame. And when that happened, there was like a voice inside me who was like, F that. I'm not wasting one more minute on this man in this way. I am not going to turn this on me.
Since learning about this woman, Caitlyn said she's learned of others.
Since things have been published, there's been more women. So, yeah. There was a full-blown relationship that he had dated a girl before I was in the picture. They had broken up. I came into the picture and they started things up again. And she told me that she was under the impression they were dating. She didn't know I existed. It feels like he hated me. Like it feels like, and so I don't know. I'll never know. I loved him more than anything. in this universe. And so to now think that it was for somebody I didn't know, he made that choice. After this, I officially owe him nothing.
Caitlyn says Eric's betrayal is worse because he knew she'd been through another loss before they'd met.
Oh, Mike is my favorite subject. The best way to describe him is just like a teddy bear. I met him, his best friend was dating my best friend. So we met through friends. We were dating a year. I had thrown a birthday party. It was just a weird freak accident that we don't actually really know what happened. He was found just like face down in the middle of the pool. And we had thought like something like medical had happened to him. There was nothing. When they did scans, he had broken his C1 and C2 somehow in his neck, which is like, it's basic. So he was on life support. And then after 5 days, he passed away from the hospital. So that was, at that point, of course, like unfathomable. Like there was no way for me to process that event. Everyone loved him. And he just he was simple. He just wanted to do his job, go to work, watch the Yankees, go to, he was just a simple dude, smart, loved his friends, loved his family, was ready for that next phase. And, I'm just hoping, in the next life he gets to have it,
After Caitlyn learned of Eric's secret life, she stopped grieving his loss.
I've gone back and looked at things I wrote, about him and just how in love I was. It's hard to even access that now. It's really hard to access those feelings for him now. I have zero feelings for him. That's just reality. I see him for what he was, and that is who he was. It's just cruel. What it's done, what I will say, weirdly, that blessing came from it felt like everything else in my life brightened. He went dark, and so it gave light to everything else. So I immediately felt so grateful for the love I have in my life. I am going to be happy. I'm done, because it's my only revenge that I can have, and hopefully help other people. Hopefully. I matter. My feelings matter. What I'm going through matters. What he's put me through matters. What he's taken from me. That's why it matters.
The last few years have left Caitlyn with long-term side effects.
I've been diagnosed with major depressive disorder. I have generalized anxiety disorder. My sleeping is horrific. I'm on medication that causes a lot of side effects, but I need to be in order to function at work and make money. And I have lost years and I physically wasn't at many events of my nieces and nephews and family and friends. I've missed out because I couldn't physically be there. And then when I could physically be there, I wasn't emotionally there. And I'll never get that time back.
She's determined to have some normalcy.
Right after I found out about it, I was like, well, let's get dating. Even if, again, even just having fun, no, I am not. Yes, I am totally good in that, dating thing. I want to find somebody else. So yes, I am very open to dating.
Social media and sharing her story helps her healing journey. I got
through this so much because of strangers on the internet, widows I met through media, outlets, grief worlds, along with my support group, my young widow support group, and people who were honest about their experience. It saved me. Oh, my friends and family, yes, but this was another layer of saving me. So I just want people to know that your truth is valid, it's worth being heard, and being witnessed can really save your life if you feel like you're desperately alone. And if me talking about it can maybe bring, some confidence in someone else to talk about something hard they're going through, I don't know, maybe that could help. I feel like I get closer almost to like forgiving him, because I feel like, I don't know, there's some kind of like pay it forward, and maybe this can be turned into something a little more positive, and so then I can get at a place of peace.
For anyone in a dark place, Caitlyn says it may not seem like it now, but you can make it through.
If I can see through this, so can you. You go to the dark places, go there, talk about them. You can heal from them. You can. Don't avoid them. You gotta feel it. You gotta feel it. And it sounds cliche, but the point is that like, go there. You are gonna be okay. You have yourself. You can save yourself. You have that inside you. You do. Just have faith in yourself. If you don't need anybody else to have faith in you, like, you can do it.